Dad, do you want me to close the other one?
Do what?
Do you want me to close that one?
I'll go get it because I got to walk over there anyway. All right, guys, today we're going to be doing something else with fractions, something new with fractions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. No.
Let me make sure which side is which real quick for my virtual friend. Okay. Got it. And I'm back. All right, guys. Will somebody shut the door so it's not too loud in here? Today we're doing something called simplifying fractions. Has anybody heard of this, or did you guys learn this at all last year? Even a little bit.
Heard of it.
Heard of it? Kind of maybe remember it.
I remember it.
We're going to give it a go today, okay? If I can get my tablet to work, let's see. It's being difficult. Why is it being so difficult today?
I don't know. It shouldn't be.
You're right. It should not be. What is that?
It
Hang on. Why is, seriously,
Pretty much.
seriously.
He's on a 1 hour time frame.
That is not okay.
Miss Babbitt's cutting slack because it's Friday. We're not cutting slack because it's Friday. It has to do with work. I am. What's it?
I am about all done with the board today.
Oh, you mean the TV? Old school. Oh, old school's fun. I love old school.
Okay, why they're not lined up today? This is like really,
I think you're old school though.
what I see on this is not what you guys are seeing on this.
It looks weird.
It's not cool to me.
Okay, let's do old school.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna make it work-ish, I think. All right, so we're simplifying a fraction. And simplifying means that we are going to make it smaller, really, make it a simpler fraction, okay? So if I were to take the fraction,
3/6.
oh my word, now my pen doesn't work. 3/6,
Just make it in a
up, okay? I need to reduce it. And reduce means to make it smaller.
Like subtracting.
So to do that, I'm going to be dividing the top and the bottom by the same number.
Oh no.
To do that, I need to find common
Multiples.
Okay, so can both of these divide by 1?
No.
Yes, you can always divide anything by 1, but is that going to make it smaller to divide by 1?
Ethan can't hear anyone.
Who?
Ethan can't hear.
Ethan, you'll have to watch back the recording, baby. That's all I can tell you. The recording should be recording sound. Okay? Josie, can everybody else, Cam, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Earlier, whenever we were doing reading, you went mute. Your camera turned off for a minute, for a split second.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so can I divide the top and the bottom by 2?
Yes.
I can divide 3 by 2?
No.
No. Can I divide them both by 3?
Yes.
All right. So if I divide both of these by 3, 3 divided by 3, what am I going to get? 1. And if I divide 6 by 3, what am I going to get? 2. So I'm finding an equivalent fraction
It's the opposite of.
that it's basically an equivalent fraction. I'm just making it a smaller version of that. So if I were to take my pie, I was trying to draw a pie and it went all wonky on me. Okay, so if I have my pie over here with 6 pieces and then I have this pie with 3 pieces. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 2 pieces. Let's just make this pie start over. He's kind of a scary pie anyway. All right, and this pie's in half. So over here I have 3/6. Why will not pen work today? I've decided it's the iPad that's having trouble. So 3 of them and half of them. You can see that it's the same amount. They're equivalent. I've just made this fraction smaller, right? I changed 3/6 to a half. That's called simplify. I'm making it a simpler fraction. I'm making it as small as I can, okay? Let's try another one. If I were to take, let's see here, 4/12. So you want to find, now I could divide both of these by 2, but I want to divide them by the greatest common factor. And remember that common factors are the things that we multiply together. So what things can I multiply together to get 4?
I got it.
1 times 4 and 2 times 2. What can I multiply to get 12?
4 times 3.
4 times 3, what else?
1 times 12. 6 times 2. 1 times 12.
Is there anything else?
No.
What's the greatest common factor?
4.
4. So I want to divide both of the top and the bottom by 4, the greatest common factor. So whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom. I'm going to divide both of the top and bottom by 4. So 4 divided by 4.
1.
And 12 divided by 4.
3.
3. All right, guys.
I get it.
Maggie says she's kind of getting it. Virtual friends, how are you guys feeling about this new thing we are doing today? I get a thumbs up from Josie. Put it in the chat. DJ's good. If you don't want to pop on the screen, tell me, okay, Cam, you're good. Kaylee's a billion, trillion, zillion. Kane is a lot of smileys. And Ethan can't hear.
Very good. Everybody else, tell him to turn up his volume.
Ethan, can you hear? Can somebody ask Ethan if he can hear you guys?
Can you hear us?
Ethan, can you hear the other kids on the virtual call?
No. So he can hear you.
Ethan, how can you answer the question if you didn't hear us?
Oof. Busted. Oof. You are busted, Ethan.
Okay, we're going to carry on.
Detention for life. He just put a sad. That was.
That's Kane. Anyway, all right, here we go. Back to math. Ethan, I'm going to guess the sound is working on the recording since everyone else can hear me, so you're just going to have to watch back the recording if you're struggling, bud. Sorry about that. I don't know what to tell you. That's what it is, my friend. Okay, let's do another one.
Look, he just texted. What is it?
He has caption. He's reading. Okay. Let's do 2/10. What is the greatest common factor?
5.
Can I divide 2 by 5?
No. Oh, wait, no.
Look at, here I'm going to give you a big hint. Look at your numerator. Because it's not going to be a bigger number than either of these. So 2, it can't be a bigger number than my numerator. So 2 is going to be my greatest common factor that I'm going to divide both the top and the bottom by.
I got it.
And so then I'm going to get
1/5.
1/5.
Yep.
Okay, good. Let's do what is my greatest common factor? Again, always look first to your numerator because a lot of times your numerator is the greatest common factor because the number can't be bigger than your numerator.
So it's the same one as last time.
So if your denominator can divide by your numerator, that is your greatest common factor. So what is my greatest common factor? It's going to be 4 because I can divide the top and the bottom evenly by 4. So what would I get, friends?
1/5.
4 divided by 4 is 1, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. Okay. All right. Here's 1. Now, your numerator is not the greatest common factor on this. You're going to need to, let's list out our factors. What are the factors for 12?
4 times 12, 3 times 12, 3 times 6. Oh, it's 3 times 3.
What are my factors for 15?
1 times 15, 5 times 3. It's 3.
Anything else for 15? So what's my greatest common factor?
3.
3. I need to divide the top and the bottom by 3. Hang on. My board is having a bad day. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. When I do that, 12 divided by 3 is 4. And 15 divided by 3 is 5. My answer on that one was 4/5. That's as small as I can get it. What happens if I don't divide by the greatest common factor? I'm going to end up with a bigger number that can still be reduced even more. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I take, let's see here, 8:32. I got 8/32, okay? I know that I can divide both of these things by 2. So I'm going to divide both of these by 2. When I divide 8 by 2, what do I get?
4.
And when I divide 32 by 2, does anybody know what you're going to get there?
Yeah. 16.
That's not something you necessarily need to know, but it's 16, okay? Can I divide this more?
Yeah, you can do it by 4.
So I do get a simpler fraction, but it's not all the way simplified because Zeke says he noticed that I could still divide this again. What could I divide this by now?
4.
Parker, divide it now by 4, and then I would get a 1 on top and a 4 on bottom. What could I have divided this fraction by at the beginning that would have got it all the way there right from the beginning?
8.
Josie, you're right, 8. If I had have divided 8/32 by 8 from the beginning, I would have gone straight to the 1/4 instead of having to do 2 problems. So if you don't find the greatest common factor, you might just have to do it a second time to get all the way down to the simplest form. Does that make sense?
How'd you get the 4 for the...
Okay. All right, let's look at another one. You guys do this one on your own. There is a hair in my mask like tickling me.
Ew.
It's like my nose keeps tickling. There's like a fuzz or something.
This stuff. Here.
Yes, Zeke, got it. What is happening? I need to like lint roll. Oh, gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Virtual friends, anybody have it? I can't even see you guys today because this is so ridiculous. Hang on. Yeah, Josie, you got it. Yeah. No. Hang on, hey. 25 by 35. All right, hopefully that helped. Actually, I want more coffee. Anybody else virtual friends? Yes, Ethan, you can do that. Yep, DJ.
What is this called?
Lucas, Kaylee, Kane, Cam, I'd love to see an answer from you guys.
Oh, this is 24. Oh, I did it wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so think about, where's your chart? What can you multiply together to get 25? Kaylee, Cam, yeah. All of you guys that gave me an answer, you're correct? Yes.
I did 20 instead of 25.
That won't work.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't give you the right answer.
I did the 20 on top of something.
Okay, so find all the things that give you 25. 1, 2. Okay, and that's it. Now find all your factors of 35. All right. Now, what's your greatest common factor that they have with them? Okay, so now you're going to divide the top and the bottom by 5. So 25 divided by 5 and 35 divided by 5. Yes, today's music. Yay, Ethan can hear now. It's a miracle. Miracle. Okay, so division factor, the opposite of multiplication. So 25 divided by 5 is 25. That will be on top. And then find where's the 35. Right here. 35 and divided by 5. What's the answer? Okay, so when I list out my factors for these two, I find that what was my greatest common factor on this one that I'm going to divide by? 5. So when I do that, I get 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 35 divided by 5 is 7. Good. All right. Board, you're not working.
Do you have a worksheet on this?
You do have a worksheet on this. I'm going to give it to you in a second. All right. All right. Do this one on your own. Give me this one on your own.
It's bad.
Go more. You can go bigger. Yep. 624. Cam, you got it. Josie, you got it. What are you going to divide it by? Deej? There you go. You got it, DJ. Fiona, Jason, Lily, yes. Ezekiel, you got it now.
What's that?
You can go smaller.
Smaller?
Yep.
Okay. Oh.
Nope. There's an even bigger number you can divide them both by.
Isn't that chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
You said smaller.
Well, your end number will be smaller. You can divide by a bigger number.
Okay.
So list all your factors for 6.
Guess what this is? What is it?
What's your denominator? Not 14. Yeah.
It's something that's I don't know what it is.
I'm rolling 24. All right, let's list out our factors on these and figure out what our greatest common factor is. This is one where some people did not divide by the greatest common factor the first time. A couple of you did divide by a common factor, but it wasn't the greatest common factor. This one has several common factors. You can divide both of these by 2.
3.
You can divide both of these by 3. And you can divide them both by 6, which is the greatest common factor. So when you do that, 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. Your answer is 1/4. There you go. All right. One more, and then I'm going to give you guys the worksheet to work on.
That's it. Ooh, this is easy. Oh.
Yeah.
Some of you can just see this one.
Yeah.
Miss Babbitt was my math.
Miss Babbitt.
Yes, DJ.
Yeah, you got it right.
You guys got it.
Kendall, Riley, Fiona, Ezekiel, Sophie, Jason, yes, yes, yes. Josie, yes. Okay. All right, guys. That one was pretty easy. 5/10. Kaylee, close. Look at your denominator. Let's look at this together. 5. What are my factors for 5?
1 times 5.
1 times 5. Is there anything else?
No.
All right, and so down here, my factors for 10 are 1 times 10 and 2 times 5. What's my greatest common factor? 5. I'm going to divide the top and the bottom by 5. Oops. And when I do that, I get a 1 on top and a 2 on bottom. 5/10. 5 is half of 10. So some of you could just see right away.
Hey, Miss Babbitt,
Half.
can you do like the greatest common multiple and stuff with decimals? Because like 10 divided by 4, I guess. No.
Jason.
10 divided by 4 is like 2.5.
Yeah, we're only in 5th grade. We're only going to divide by things that will give us a nice even number. We're not combining decimal and fraction. That's not a thing we're going to do.
It's not even a thing. Can you? Is it?
I'm making a yucky face at you because decimal fraction together, no, it's not really a thing. It's not really a thing. Let me see. Let me see if I can give you one more because I think these are fun. All right.
Wait.
I gave you one more.
Oh, it's easy.
Mamma
mia.
I just gotta erase this stuff.
Miss Babbitt.
Is it?
Yeah, Joe's, you got it. Sean, you got it. Parker, you got it.
Now you will never know that's my answer.
Yes, yes. Go back to it. Sorry, I was trying to see the virtual kids. It's 436 is the number we're looking at.
That? Okay. Let me do the math. I did good.
No, your math facts is really important for you.
We have a
Music.
Knowing your math facts is going to be very important.
I'm doing better on that.
Factors of 4. 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Factors of 36.
1 times 36.
4 times 9. 4 times 9.
Something times 3.
6 times 3. 6 times 6. I know that.
3 times what? 13?
12.
No.
12.
3 times 12, duh.
6 times 6.
6 times 6
Equals 36. I don't know.
Okay, lots of factors, but what's my greatest common factor?
4.
4.
Miss Babbitt, how do you get my snack?
So when I divide by 4, boop, 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 if my pen works, I get a 1 and a 9. All right, guys, you are free to work on your worksheet, and I will see you later for science.
Miss Babbitt, can I go to my snack?
You may. All right. Bye, guys. You guys in here, you can
What are we gonna do?
Can I go get snack?
Mhm.